Hello. You might be able to hear the pigeons because I just fed them and there's so many now. Look at my wonderful mug that I bought the other day, last week. The squirrel that I feed on my fire escape, haven't seen her in a while. Guinevere, where art thou? I have a whole bag of squirrel food and she hasn't come back, so that's sad. Hope she's doing well. The other day, I had a coffee from Arabica, and it was probably the best coffee that I've ever had in my life. It was a Kyoto latte, and it was so delicious. I did have the shakes afterwards, but it was so yummy, and I want another one. And normally when I go out and about, like, because I'm such a homebody, I need to, like, plan an entire itinerary to get a bunch of things done while I'm out. Like, since I'm going out, might as well go do like a bunch of things. And it feels really excessive to go out for just one coffee, but I just want the coffee again. It was so good. I didn't even add sugar, which normally I add a packet of sugar to my lattes. I could drink a coffee and have the little design stay. But I'm gonna go down to the one in Nolita, and the only like other thing around that area is a yarn shop, but that doesn't open until 12, and I want to go now because when I leave my apartment after 12, I feel like that's the only thing I do the entire day. So, and I've been waking up early. I've maintained my normal human being sleep schedule, and I'm very proud. But I wanted to go to the yarn shop to get yarn. Who would have thought? I have a lot of yarn. Okay, I know. I already own a lot of yarn, but all the yarn I have is for specific projects I have in mind. But I don't want to work on those projects yet. If you know, you know. But I want some yarn for some desk mittens. Whenever I work at my desk, my fingers get really cold. Whenever I'm working at my desk on my mouse, typing away, my fingers get really cold. And so I want a mitten that has a thumb that comes out and the fingers can come out, but also can be covered. You know what I mean? And so I want to crochet it. I know I could probably buy one like that, but I want to crochet it, okay? And I also want to just crochet myself some mittens for the winter. And I haven't found like the perfect yarn that I want for that yet. So I was thinking of looking for yarn for that, but since the place isn't going to open till 12, I don't know. We'll see. And then just now when I was doing my makeup, I thought we should go to TJ Maxx, the one in like Chelsea area, because I saw on TikTok the other day that TJ Maxx now has this brand of like ornaments that have like the vintage look, and I found it the other day at TJ Maxx, but 2 of them were broken, and I was like, can I just get a discount? And it was the last box left, and I took it up and I was like, can I just get a discount on this because some of them are broken? And then they took the box away, and then they said, sorry, we don't sell broken stuff. Just give it to me then. They wouldn't give it to me, and that's really sad. I would like to go look for those ornaments. I haven't bought like new ornaments for my tree except for like little random ones, like usually felt ones I buy every year. I haven't bought new ornaments for my tree in a very long time, and I would really like those ones because they're very vintage retro look, and that very nostalgic to my Christmas tree, and I don't have access to any of my ornaments from my childhood. They're all packed away in storage, and I couldn't even begin to look in that storage unit for where that stuff is. But okay, anyways, oversharing. I would like to go to TJ Maxx to look for those, and that TJ Maxx is bigger and might actually have those, but it is more like people go there more frequently. I feel like I've been holding my mouse really weird. My mic very weirdly this whole time. Okay, anyways, that's what I think I'm gonna do today. Get a really good coffee. Hopefully it's as good as the first time. And Christmas shop. It's only like the first week of November, first few days of November, and I'm Christmas shopping. But it's to keep the October spooky sadness ending, keeping that sadness at bay as much as possible. Dios noche, come ya, patawatiki.
I just came to get it.
So kind of within a few hours, this wasn't really even something I was building up so much in my mind, but it was building up, but I just wasn't thinking about it too much. But I decided to change my planner to a bigger size. So I've been in an A6 technically. The printable pages that I use from Megan Rhiannon, which of course linked below, they're Halifax personal size, but I was a little confused. I don't even know. Numbers cannot figure that out. So I ordered the paper, and now I'm setting it up. I get a lot of questions about my printer, and I don't know, it just annoys me. No fault of your own, whoever's asking. It's my printer. She's just not good. She's annoying. I fought with her for like an entire afternoon, and that's when she became my printer. This was my sister's printer, and after we had that afternoon together, me and this printer, we've been together ever since. So it's not like an exceptional printer. Stop asking. I can't recommend this printer to anybody, okay? Most of the time I print on sticker paper because it's just easier, and glue residue gets all over the place if I'm gluing everything. So I prefer using sticker paper. The print quality isn't great. It's not like super high def, but I'm not going to buy a new printer because that seems a bit wasteful at this point. Watch me get a new printer in like the next year. Don't quote me on this here. But I was also having problems with so there's guides for the smaller paper, and I was using an A6. When it would pull it back in because it prints double side, it would skew it, and I could not figure out how to fix it. It was just all of a sudden it started doing this, and it was really, really annoying because then the print would come out all crooked and it was so a little bit of a helping deciding factor in why I changed journals and journal paper. I just didn't have enough space. I was tired of writing really small and I wanted something bigger. I also was watching one of Megan's recent videos and I just love the way that like the pages flip when they're so much bigger in that A65. Also Bronte Plans. She is in some book. I don't know what it is. Maybe Hobonichi? I'm not sure. But that also looks good. It was just like the bigger page, more space, and this journaling that I do, like, I write a little about every day. Originally, it was just like some like little points about the day, like just a brief overview of what I did that day, just because I have a really bad short-term memory and it's, you know, something to look back on. That's just what journaling is. But in the moment of writing down what I did in a day helps the short-term memory. I think. I don't know, actually. I don't know how to measure that. Over time, I just started writing so much more about just like every random single thing that I did in my day. Like, I walked Rocky. I made coffee. Like, girl, you don't need to write all that down, but I'm like compelled to. Like, I have to do it. So I'm running out of space, and I was also a little bit tired of writing so small. Although when I'm, you know, setting this up and writing my week in, I realize I'm using up all the space, so I still have to write kind of small. Maybe there will be times when I don't have to write as small. And I also never write in cursive in my A6 because it's just so small and it'll be illegible to me. But I think that maybe, you know, we'll see how I feel in a few weeks, but maybe this has more space for me to write in cursive. I have many different handwritings. I always think like, oh, if there's like a forensic handwriting analysis on my handwriting or whatever, I just have so many different handwritings. Like, it wouldn't even, I mean, I'm sure that there are tells here and there, but like, I have so many different handwritings. So another thing why I was pondering for hours on if I should change my journal size, I love this journal, the A6 binder that I have. I love this, the binder itself. It's just a random one that I got off Amazon. I didn't like look too deep into it because I didn't know if it was a journal format that I was going to stay with when I first moved into this. So I didn't look for like the best binder. I just bought a random one off Amazon and I really like it. I normally also wouldn't go for a white or a cream. I would always go for a black or a green, but I surprised myself. So when looking for a new binder in a bigger size, it was so hard. I wanted exactly this binder, but I wanted to get something different. And I also really like this binder because it has pockets in the front that you can decorate. And so I eventually, after hours of looking, I ended up just getting the bigger size, but I did get it in black. So it's a little bit different, and I actually really like it because we're moving into, well, we are in autumn and moving into winter, so maybe that's the vibe. And I will be looking for other binders in the future, but I just really honestly like this one a lot. It's got pen holders, it's got a lot of pockets in the front, because I also have a different A5 binder, but I use that for stickers for when I'm traveling. That one's nice, but it has no pockets and it's a little bit like, it's not as structured. So I think I just like this binder, and again, it's from Amazon. But like I said, I'm going to try and look, obviously leave your recommendations for binders, A5 binders. I don't want ones that zipper up. I'm not really into that. I would like something with pockets. I don't need to have the pen loops. You can always, you know, just add it on afterwards, and it's not that important to me because I just use a pencil case most of the time. But I like the pockets that I can decorate and stuff, and it's the 6 rings. Yeah. Leave your recommendations below. Thank you. I have gotten questions about how previously I mentioned that I had to set up the paper in a bit of an odd way from how Megan offers them. One of the biggest kind of edits that I made to the A6 was that I wanted Monday on the front page, Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the back page. So I just moved them over, you know, like instead of being a left side, it was a right side page. And then for this A5, I was also tired of writing over the margins. I just, you know, when I had more to write in a day, I would go over the margin, but the margin line was, you know, right in the middle of the thing. And at first I didn't mind, I didn't really care. And then over time, yeah, I just got a bit annoyed of it. So I did something I don't think you're supposed to do. Sorry, Megan. But I edited it and I changed the margin line. But that's why I love these planner pages so much, is that it's so like customizable to like your own journaling style and using a binder as well. You know, you could insert all these different kinds of pages that she has. In her most recent video, geez, I just talk about Megan all day long. But in her most recent video, she said that she's going to be making other pages or changing it for the size, something. So maybe you want to keep an eye out for that if you plan on switching. As I was saying, I like how customizable it is, but a journal is a very malleable thing, and that's what I love about what I am doing now with in the past like few months of in this binder. I feel the urge to impress upon you all that all of these little trinkets and things and little pieces of paper and pieces of art, and they're all ephemera that I've collected over years. Like, I started journaling in 2017. Not that I think I have anything in here that's lasted since 2017. Hopefully not, because that is also a fault of us journalers, that we like to save a certain piece of something for the right moment. Can't use a sticker until I find the perfect spot. But use a fucking sticker. Like, when is the perfect time? You don't know. Just use a sticker. But we all are guilty of this, and we all must strive to be better. That's why I buy 2 stickers. No, I'm kidding. I don't. Well, sometimes if I really love a sticker, like that bunny with the mace. Is that a mace? What's a mace? Suddenly I don't know what a mace is. But I bought 2 of those because I love it so much. My God. The point is here that I'm trying to impress upon you is that these things take so much time and love and care to collect and cherish. I cherish all of these little pieces, and I love them so very much. You know, things that I've bought, things that have been sent to me, the ephemera. It takes time to gather all of these things and, you know, work out what goes together. It's very malleable, as I say. Little things that you collect over time that make up the whole. It's not going to happen overnight. You can't, well, maybe you can, but I don't imagine, I wouldn't like it if I just went out and bought a bunch of stuff and then put it all together. Actually, that sounds fun. Not gonna lie. But it's something different when it's things you've collected over time. It's a certain feeling. It doesn't have to happen overnight. That's what I'm trying to say. Is don't get down on yourself if you feel like you don't have the right things, or, you know, this what you have in mind isn't being achieved yet. It's a process. It takes time. We don't wake up the next day and have everything fully put together, like a lot of things in life. But I was specifically talking about journaling here. I am happy with where I'm at with my journal, and I'm very, you know, excited, and I love seeing it. I love using it, but it didn't happen overnight. Like my 2017 journal flip through, the horror. That is my most viewed video. People still watch it, and I'm like, please stop. Thanks for the views, but please stop. That's so, like, I'm not embarrassed of it, but it's just not, it's not the vibe anymore of what I'm like now with my journaling. And so that's it for sports. This is my move to my new journal in A5. Of course, I'll try and link as much as I can below. I'm not going to link the frickin' printer. It's not worth it. We'll obviously see if anything changes in the months to come. But, you know, it's the end of the year. It's a very, like, motivating time for journaling in the journaling community, because everybody's getting their new journals and making plans for 2025. And so that's probably a little bit of, you know, what happened here with me. Felt that hype a bit. I've moved around a lot in my journals this year, so I don't feel like a pressure to find something that works and stick to it, because a journal is saved with me, malleable. I just think of in the future, I'll look back and I'll see my process and how things changed and how I developed and blah blah, which is the point of a journal. Well, for me at least. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I shall endeavor to make more journaling content in the future. I get a lot of requests for that, which thanks for disclaiming that no pressure, because that's a problem that I used to have a lot in the past with filming journal with me's and things, is that I'd go and film it and then the page would turn out shit and I'd be like, fuck, it's like the pressure got to me. But I think I'm in a better place. I don't know, that could always accost me again, that feeling, but we'll see. No pressure. Smell you later.